Hello everyone, welcome to Kitchen More. We are now in quarter 4, week 2 of English 7 in the MATATAG Curriculum, and today we will be learning about the following. First, identify the main idea. Second, identify the details that support the main idea. And third, differentiate claim of fact, claim of value, and claim of policy as used in a problem solution expository text. So let's start with identifying the main idea. What is a main idea? The main idea refers to the central concept or primary point that a piece of writing, speech, or other form of communication aims to convey. It tells the most important information or message that the author or speaker wants the audience to understand. And what are the strategies to get the main idea? First, read the text thoroughly. Carefully read the entire passage to understand its content. Pay attention to keywords, repeated phrases, and the overall message. Read the whole paragraph before identifying the main idea. Second, identify the topic. The topic is the general subject of the text. It is usually a word or phrase that represents what the passage is about. For example, in this paragraph, deforestation is a serious issue in the Philippines, threatening unique species. Despite government reforestation efforts, significant challenges remain. In this paragraph, we can identify the topic. And what do you think is it? That's right, it is deforestation in the Philippines. The third strategy to get the main idea is to look for the author's purpose. If the author presents facts and statistics, their purpose is likely to inform. If they argue that the single-use plastics should be banned, they are actually trying to persuade. Ask yourself, why did the author write this? This purpose can be to inform, persuade, entertain, or explain something. The next strategy is to find the central point. The central point is what the passage is mainly all about in one sentence. So for example, here the text is, plastic pollution is a global crisis harming ecosystems, wildlife, and human health, driven by single-use plastics accumulating in natural environments, challenging sustainability. So what is the main idea in this paragraph? We have to find the central point. So here it is. Plastic pollution is a serious global problem affecting nature and humans. The fifth one is summarize the text. So put the key idea of the passage in your own words. Remove extra details and focus on the core message. For example, here, the original text is, deforestation in the Philippines continues despite government efforts. Many species lose their habitats and reforestation faces challenges. So what's the summary for this? Here it is. Deforestation threatens wildlife in the Philippines despite reforestation efforts. So it is now shorter. The text's meaning is still there. You are actually just putting the key idea into your own words, removing extra details, and just focusing on the core message. The sixth one is distinguish between main ideas and supporting details. The main idea is the central message. For example, plastic pollution harms marine life. What about supporting details? The supporting details provide evidence, examples, or explanations. For example, each year, millions of marine animals die from plastic waste ingestion. Number 7 is consider the text structure. Different types of text organize information differently. We have, for example, descriptive text. They describe something. There is also compare-contrast text. They show similarities and differences. Then the cause-effect text. They explain why something happens. Number 8 is consider the text structure. The text structure, for example, is cutting down trees is the cause, leads to loss of animal habitat, which is the effect. So the main idea here is telling us that deforestation results in habitat destruction by just looking or considering the text structure. Then number 9, use context clues. So look for hints in the passage that reveal the main idea. Pay attention to first and last sentences as they often contain key points. For example, the text is, pollution affects not only animals but also humans. Breathing polluted air causes lung diseases. The first sentence suggests a broad effect leading to the main idea. And then here is our main idea. Pollution negatively impacts both animals and humans. Then the last strategy to get the main idea is practice identifying the main idea. The more you practice, the better you get at recognizing main ideas. Try reading different passages and summarizing them in one sentence. For example, here is the passage. Climate change is causing rising temperatures, stronger storms, and unpredictable weather patterns worldwide. What is the main idea? Correct! The answer is climate change leads to extreme weather events. In conclusion to that, identifying the main idea is an essential skill for reading comprehension. By following these steps, reading carefully, summarizing, and distinguishing between key points and supporting details, you can effectively determine the main idea of the passage. Now let's proceed to identifying the supporting details. So what is a supporting detail? Facts, figures, dates, statistics, and research findings that support the main idea are actually supporting details. Opinions, especially informed opinions that reinforce the central point. That's all about supporting details. Now, here are the techniques to get the supporting details. First one, through quoting. Quoting means directly citing text to support the main idea. Extract key sentences that state the main idea. So here is an example. Using figures to do the quoting. You have here, a study by the National Literacy Trust 2022 found that 75% of students who read daily perform better in critical thinking tests. So here, in this example of quoting or quote for supporting detail, it is using figures. What is the figure being used here? That is 75%. 75% of what? 75% of students. Next, aside from figures, we can also use dates. In 2018, a study published in the Journal of Neuroscience revealed that reading strengthens brain connectivity. So, in this supporting detail, our evidence is using dates, which is 2018. Then here is another one, statistical report. According to a Pew Research Center survey in 2021, 67% of students who read for leisure achieve higher academic scores. It uses statistical report, particularly mentioning 67% of students. And then research finding for quoting example. Dr. Marianne Wolf, a neuroscientist, states reading enhances cognitive flexibility and deep thinking by engaging multiple areas of the brain. So here is an example of quoting used for supporting detail. It's a research finding. And whose research is that? That is by Wolf. Then The next technique to get the supporting detail is through summarizing. It's condensing main points while keeping key ideas, reducing text to its most essential points. So for example, here is a direct opinion from an expert. Dr. Jean Twenge, a psychologist, argues that excessive social media use contributes to anxiety and depression among teens. This is a direct quote taken from Dr. Twenge's statement. The quotation marks indicate that it is a word for word from the source. So here, in this example, what changed? Studies indicate that overuse of social media may contribute to teenage anxiety and depression. What changed? The statement is much shorter. The expert's name was removed since summarizing focuses on the main idea rather than specific sources. So, generalized wording also was used. Excessive social media use is changed to overuse of social media. Then, anxiety and depression among teens is changed to teenage anxiety and depression. The third technique to get the supporting detail is through paraphrasing, restating the original text in different words while keeping the meaning. So, restate information in different words for clarity. So, here is an example. Here's the direct opinion from an expert. Here comes again Dr. Jean Twenge, a psychologist, argues that excessive social media use contributes to anxiety and depression among teens. Again, this is a direct quote taken from Dr. Twenge's statement, and the quotation marks indicate that it is a word for word from the source. So here, look at the paraphrasing. What happened? What changed? Let me read first to you the paraphrase. Psychologist Dr. Jean Twenge suggests that spending too much time on social media can negatively affect teenagers' mental health, leading to anxiety and depression. The wording was actually altered or changed here while keeping the meaning the same. From the original text version, excessive social media use, it is changed to spending too much time on social media. How about this one? Contributes to becomes can negatively affect. And then among teens is changed to teenagers' mental health. The sentence structure was also modified for more natural flow, and then the core message, of course, remains unchanged. Now let's proceed to differentiating claim of fact, policy, and value. Claim is an assertion or argument that requires evidence to be proven. It is often used to persuade a reader of a particular point of view. For example, reducing single-use plastics will significantly decrease ocean pollution. So, there are three types of claims. We have fact, policy, and value. What is claim of fact? A fact is a statement that can be proven true or false through evidence, research, or observation. It is objective and does not depend on personal beliefs or opinions. For example, plastic pollution has increased by 30% in the past decade, so that is a fact. Second, smoking causes lung cancer, and we know that it is a fact. And then climate change is caused by human activity. And the Philippines was colonized by Spain for over 300 years. So these are clear examples of facts. They can be proven to be true by evidences, by research findings, etc. Then the second type of claim is the claim of policy. A claim that suggests a course of action should be taken, often using should or must. Here are the examples. The government should provide free health care for all citizens. Schools must implement stricter rules on bullying. We should use renewable energy sources to combat climate change. So these are examples of claim of policy. And then the last one is claim of value. A claim that expresses an opinion, belief, or judgment about something being good or bad, right or wrong, or better or worse. Here are our examples. Online learning is better than traditional learning. Honesty is the most important value in a relationship. And fast food is unhealthy. So here are the examples of claim of value. I hope that you understand everything. I hope that you learned something today about our topic and you will be able to apply them in your making of your own problem solution text. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kitchen More and continue receiving more videos like this and continue learning with me. See you next time. Bye!